All right, the Yankees take on the O's, 12:35 Eastern first pitch on Thursday, May 19th, 2022. New York's minus 205 with a total at 8 runs. Jordan Montgomery on the mound here for New York. Bruce Zimmerman for Baltimore. Now I'm 4-0 in my last four $1.99 daily best plays on BrockPage.com. And the link for today's daily best play is in the description section below. Before I go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to the video. My name is Brock Page and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. I also sell my personal bets on BrockPage.com, and I have packages on that site starting at just $1.99. And speaking of which, my $1.99 daily best play is just $1.99. And if you do sign up for that package here today, you're going to get access to that membership every single day all the way through the end of May. Now, I currently have over 780 members on that website right now. And if you're wondering what the difference is between what I do here on YouTube and what I do on my website, well, what I do here on YouTube is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side and total. What I do on BrockPage.com is I actually share with you which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally. Now, if you want to see my current sports betting record, you can actually do that for free right now by going to the homepage at BrockPage.com. It's located right there on the homepage for everyone to see. But when it comes to this New York-Baltimore game, it's actually Bruce Zimmerman who's just 2-2 on the year despite showing some really good stuff for Baltimore. And speaking of the O's, they played some really bad baseball over the past week or so. These guys are currently on a 6-game losing streak. And they averaged only 1.8 runs a game during that stretch. And speaking of problems at the plate, this Baltimore lineup is nearly dead last in the majors right now in runs per contest. They're actually being held to less than 3.4 runs a game. Now, they're also taking on a Yankee pitching staff who's had little problems shutting down their opponents this year. New York's currently leading the Bigs right now in opponents' OPS, and they're also limiting their competition to just 2.8 runs a game. Now, Jordan Montgomery comes into today's ballgame with a 3.06 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP. And when it comes to hitting the baseball, well, not many teams have hit for more power than the Yankees. Aaron Judge leads the majors right now with 14 home runs. He's also third in the Bigs in OPS. Meanwhile, teammate Giancarlo Stanton, he's third in the Bigs in RBI himself. He's got himself 10 home runs on the year as well. Now, when it comes to the total in this one, the Yankees are 12-7 to the under when they travel. Meanwhile, Baltimore has gone 14-5 to the under at Camden Yards. They're also 71% to the under for the entire season. I'm going to lean toward the Yankees minus 1.5 and the under 8 runs. Next ball game, it is going to be Padres taking on the Phillies. 1:05 Eastern first pitch. Philadelphia is minus $1.20, totals 8 runs. Kyle Gibson for the Fightins, Yu Darvish for San Diego. Now Darvish comes into today's ball game with a 3-1 record, along with 32 strikeouts. Now the righty's also got himself a WHIP of just 1.18. And as a team, the Pods are one of the better road teams in the majors. They're actually 13-7 straight up while traveling, and they're currently in the top 3 in the Bigs right now in road scoring. Manny Machado's batting .353 with an OPS just 1 point shy of 1,000. Machado's also hit 7 home runs and knocked in 23. When it comes to RBI, well, Eric Hosmer leads the club in ribbies with 24 of them. He's also hitting .338 at the plate. Now they're taking on Kyle Gibson for the Phils on the other side of things, who really hasn't been all that spectacular. Kyle comes into today's contest with a 4.10 ERA. And this Phillies lineup, they've also really struggled with strikeouts at the plate. They find themselves right now in the bottom 5 in the Bigs in strikeouts per game at home. When it comes to head-to-head meetings between these two franchises, the Phils have been held to under 3.2 runs per contest in their last 10 games against San Diego. Now, total-wise, the Fightins are currently 60% to the under at Citizens Bank Park this year. They also saw 8 out of their last 10 meetings with San Diego fall under the total. So if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. Meanwhile, Yu Darvish, on the other side of things, he saw 3 out of his last 5 starts fall under the total themselves. I'm going to lean toward the Padres plus $1 and the under 8 runs. Next matchup, it is going to be Cardinals taking on the Mets, 1:10 p.m. East. The New York Mets are minus $1.85, total 7. Chris Bassett for the Mets, Dakota Hudson for St. Louis. And even though Hudson's had some control issues, he's still had a handful of good outings this year. The righty's currently 3-2 with a 3.06 ERA. Now, the Cards have also been covering machines with regard to the run line. These guys are 12-7 against the number on the road this season, and that's good for 63% in that category. Now, the Cardinals also have one of the more explosive lineups in the National League right now. They're averaging nearly 5 runs per contest, and they currently rank in the top 10 in the majors right now in team batting average. Paul Goldschmidt's hitting .317 with 5 home runs and 23 RBI. Meanwhile, Nolan Arenado's batting .306 with 9 homers and 31 RBI himself. He's actually in the top 10 in the bigs right now on homers, RBI, and OPS. Now, they're actually taking on a Mets club who has a losing record against the run line at home this season. And even though there's really not a whole lot to nitpick, there's really not a whole lot that the Mets do wrong, they have struggled hitting for power a bit. They're actually in the bottom 10 in the majors right now in home runs per contest. Now, when it comes to the number in this one, New York's gone 60% to the under in their last 10 outings. Meanwhile, St. Louis saw 3 out of their last 4 road games fall under the total themselves. Now, the Cardinals are currently 63% to the under in all of their road games for the entire season. So plenty of unders to go around. I'm going to go ahead and lean towards St. Louis plus 1.5 and the under 7 runs. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at brockpage.com, where I'm currently 4-0. My last 4 $1.99 daily best plays on that website. I like the Yankees minus 1.5 under 8 runs. Give me the Padres plus $1 under 8. I also like St. Louis plus 1.5 under 7 runs. And as far as all the other games go across the majors, I'm going to lean toward Cleveland minus 130 over 8 runs. Chicago White Sox minus 145 under 9.5. I also like Seattle plus $1.10 under 8.5. Give me the under 8.5 in the Arizona-Chicago Cubs game. And before I give you my next and final free pick for the video here, guys, one final reminder that I'm also 2-0 in my last 2 extra daily bets on brockpage.com as well. And today's extra daily bet is only going to cost you just $2.99. And the link for that play is in the description section below. I'm going to go ahead and lean toward Texas plus 1.5, getting the job done for some run line cash. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on my website, just keep in mind, you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on brockpage.com, you're going to get access to that membership every single day, all the way through the end of May. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And guys, if you want to get access to every single bet, every single package that I offer on that website, you're going to want to think about signing up for my board member tier. Not only do board members get access to the board member tier package bet itself, they actually get access to every single bet, every single package, every single day that I offer on my website, all the way through the end of May as well. It's an all-inclusive membership. But most importantly, guys, gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.